Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back. Thank you for waiting for me for the post-game of Juventus 4, Sampdoria 2, like we did versus Torino 4-2. Juventus is scoring so many goals ultimately. Perfect performance? Absolutely not. There were some shocking moments in the game. I am smiling and I am happy for one thing, guys, and let me not, of course, because we won, but especially because my little brother, Mattia Solé, scored his first goal in Serie A, and I'm happy. I'm happy because it's a kid that I'm following since under 19 when he arrived with Juventus. Unfortunately, COVID, then an injury. I followed him. I always believed in his skills, in his ability. Whoever would have scored that 4 goal, of course, I would have celebrated as crazy because it was closing the game. An important 3 points for Juventus, vital, crucial 3 points, especially after the shocking moment of that 2-2. But so happy for a kid that I'm following, and I know how much he was waiting for that first goal in Serie A. He did it officially after a penalty on friendly, but the friendlies are, well, nice, okay, but who cares? Now it is official. Mattia Solé first goal is in Serie A with Juventus, with that shirt on, with the black total shirt on. It will be forever another Argentina that is putting his name on the big and huge history of Argentinian players that wore that beautiful black and white shirt. What a beautiful night, Dino is saying, for Juve with Miretti assist, for Fagioli assist, and Sule goal. Yes. There are a few things that are annoying me, of course. We will speak about that. But first, I am super happy. I am super happy for the kid, sincerely. And it's a really double feeling because it's on a potential attempt that Dusan Vlahovic could have scored, and I know how important it was for him. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper is doing on that one, Prime Buffon, saving it, touching it on the bar. Soulé was on the right moment. So good for Soulé, unfortunately for Dusan, but I'm sure that Dusan will score many goals. A first goal is a first goal, guys, and we will never forget about that. Sam is renewing for 8 months, Sam Mikalev, and he's saying, I thought that Miretti was a flop, mocking a bit the people that were speaking about Miretti. Miretti did a beautiful game. I am a bit sad that Denzo Barrenechea has been subbed off because of a change of system and not because the way he was playing, because until the 30th he did a fantastic game. If not the best one of the field, one of the top 3 of the field after 30 minutes. You saw the score here, so I will put myself in big now. I am really happy for the kid. Thank you for Sam Mikalev for the renewal. Really appreciate it. Nirai subscribed a bit earlier as well. 5 months for him. Now that the tension is gone, I'm asking immediately, give me a few names of men of the match today. It will be difficult because some did great things and in the meanwhile did also really bad things. So man of the match, guys. I need 4 names. Rabiot. You know that Cuadrado, Alexis Cuadrado, I want to put him and I will explain why. Because Cuadrado did something crazy. I see all the names are popping up now. Fagioli, Cuadrado. I want to put Fagioli here. I don't agree with Bremer, and I will tell you why in a second. So Fagioli, Cuadrado, Rabiot. I need a 4th name. Perin, I don't know. Fagioli. Kostic, Locatelli. I think that Locatelli might be there as well. Let me check just to be sure that we don't forget. Barrenechea 30 minutes. Fagioli. I think that we can put Kostic. I think that we can put Kostic as a 4th name. Are you okay with me, guys? Let's put Kostic there as a 4th. Yeah. Okay, I have put the four names. I'm curious who you will vote. Really curious about the votes of today. Barrenechea, yeah, but it was 30 minutes in a game of 90, so that's why I didn't put him in. Also because I think that he is also a bit at fault here. I don't know why, guys. I don't see the refresh of your comments. So let me go out of here. 1 second, guys. I will try to enter again. Maybe with a refresh it will work, because it was not working for having your comments, guys. Now I see them. Okay, no, because they were not refreshing, and that's annoying if I can't pin any of your comments. Miretti game way better than Kostic. Yeah, I was hesitant. Maybe I had to put Miretti. Yeah. Rabiot man of the match, I think, for Footy Gangsta. At the moment, you're a lot voting for Rabiot, and then for Fagioli that played really well as well. Locatelli moved to midfield. It's true, Mohamed Youssef. Yeah, it's tough. There were some good performances. Kostic was okay. Okay, can we go? And I'm waiting for the message of Sule. I'm waiting for his message, guys. I'm waiting for his message, because most of the time then he will answer me. So I'm waiting. And now he's in the shower, so I'm waiting for Sule to answer me. Then maybe I will show it. I will show it. Okay, can we speak about the game? A game where I tell you, we go with the lineups, maybe. We can go with the lineups. Juventus that is starting with a 3-4-2-1, and it was clearly a 3-4-2-1, with Bremer, Bonucci, Danilo. I said before the game, if you watched the live a bit earlier this afternoon, I said that in a way I understood it, why he did it, Max Allegri, because it's a test for Freiburg. Without Alexandro, Danilo, Bonucci and Bremer needed to play together. I have to say that after 45 minutes, guys, I am scared. I'm scared because at the end of the first half, with Juventus with nearly all ball possession, with a dominance of 30 minutes that were fantastic. Well, at the end of the first half, we concede more shots or attempts than Sampdoria. Or Sampdoria has 7 attempts with 3 on target, 2 goals. Juventus 5 attempts at the end of the first half with 2 on target. So you see, this is absolutely not okay in a game that apparently looked, it's done for Juve. But it's not only the goals that scared me. It's, first of all, I need to see the physical condition of Bremer. First of all, I need to see his physical condition. That's one that we will speak about in a second, and hopefully we will have some updates from Romeo Agresti and so on. But it's not only that. It's also the fact that in the first minutes of the game, Bremer not alert enough, and really easily the ball is taken from him, counter-attack. Luckily, Manolo Gabbiadini is putting it wide. And that's the first one, where you're already scared. Then, on the 2 goals that you concede, and I will try to explain why I think we conceded 2 goals a bit later, but we are nowhere. And we received 2 goals easy with men that came from all sides. So I have to say that the test, I understood it, but it's a flop. It's a big flop, the test. And I am scared for Freiburg. First of all, because I don't know about the physical condition about Bremer. Secondly, because even with these 3 men, it was not working at all. Guys. Nicolotti, thank you for our donation. Poor Dusan, he needed a goal today. We'll speak about Dusan when we arrive to the strikers, but it's true that Dusan, bad performance. The penalty missed, I was pissed off with the reaction of the people, because you can criticize him about the game he did, not about the penalty. I will be pissed off if we start like that, because that was absolutely not correct. But indeed, I totally agree with Nicolotti. Absolutely poor Dusan. Poor Dusan. I had the heart broken at a certain moment. Then we continue with De Sciglio on the right, Kostic on the left. De Sciglio first half, invisible. Fagioli and Miretti behind Vlahovic, in the middle, Rabiot, Barrenechea. And then you have Miretti, Fagioli behind Vlahovic. If you're speaking about De Sciglio, invisible first half, good game from Kostic. Barrenechea until the 30th minute, fantastic. Guys, I was impressed. I tell you the truth. I was impressed by the qualities of Barrenechea, by the maturity of Barrenechea, and also from the trust he gained from his teammates, because if he was a bit more shy versus Torino, and we said it, that he did a defensively beautiful game, but he was a bit shy today. In 30 minutes, he didn't defend at all because there was no need to defend, but all of the players were giving the ball to Barrenechea. We're all giving the ball to Barrenechea. He was the real leader on that pitch with the vision, watching. He was not scared. I saw him, and that's something I particularly like on football. Players that are taking the lead, that are showing with the hands, go to the right, I am not free, give it back. He was doing it, guys. He's 22, okay, it's not 17 anymore, but the first is the second game in Serie A with Juventus, and he's showing already some leadership, and I really loved it, with Rabiot protecting him as well. So I really loved the first 30 minutes with Fagioli and Miretti one-on-one. They were going down, helping the midfield, going up. They were changing like that, and that was really beautiful. Of course, Dusan Vlahovic was not doing a beautiful game. The first 30 minutes, luckily we score after that strange situation with Bremer. We score on a corner kick with a cross another time from Filip Kostic, and from that moment on we have a fantastic assist from Miretti. He took all the time in the world, he was absolutely not pressed, he's giving it at the perfection for the header of Rabiot, 2-0. And here there is the drama that I will explain now. But first, let me read the message of Sam Mikalev that is saying, Beppe in the chat, what do you think of Zanoli? He was good. Yeah, I saw him a lot of time. Sam, I know we are looking for some right wingers, right players. I appreciated his performance. I really appreciated his performance. He's a player that I started to study a bit earlier. He's 22. Right back, he can play right back or a bit more offensively. 10 appearances in Serie A. He played 1 game in Coppa Italia, 2 games. So it's a good player. It's a really good player. Really good. On loan from Napoli. So he will go back to Napoli. So don't expect that he will come to Juve, but a really good player. I agree. I agree with you guys. So thank you for the donation, Sam. Beautiful eye, great scout, great scout. Mohamed Youssef is going with a beautiful donation. Thank you, my friend. And by the way, I will stop the man of the match. Rabiot won with 69%, and I believe it's a beautiful score to close the poll with. Rabiot 69, Fagioli 29, Quadrado 5, Kostic 3%. 313 votes. I think it's great. If we don't have 313 likes, I will be pissed off. 132 likes. That means that you guys, you are a bit lazy, because if 313 were able to put the finger to vote and we have only 132 likes, it's not enough. It's not something that makes me happy, guys. So I want them to increase. I really want them to increase. Then Mohamed Youssef, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for all the people that are subscribing, becoming member, giving donation, supporting the channel a lot. Really, really appreciate it. The game only flop was young mid with no defense, and Bonucci can't play in this system. Second half is Juve true formation. Okay, and that's where we can start now with analyzing what happened on that really strange situation. Give me 1 second. No, we are not yet at 24. We are not yet at 24. I can show you where we are, but we are not yet at 24. If you are looking at the subscribers overview, subscribers real time, I can show you here. We are at 23,987. That's where we are. So what happens at a certain moment is that we are winning 2-0. We are winning 2-0 and we play comfortably without any pressure from Sampdoria. We are playing with triangles. We are focusing on a beautiful way of playing, beautiful football, a bit more intensity as the game of Roma. Of course, we don't go a lot of time on target, but we are doing something beautiful. Honestly, with Miretti, Fagioli, and Barrenechea in that midfield, with only Rabiot. Luckily, he didn't receive any yellow card, so he will be available for Inter. It's a moment where you say, I'm proud. I'm proud of Juventus. We are playing well. We are doing well. We are in total control in the game. But I believe that after that 2-0, everything looked really easy. The game was closed, over, done. And I believe, and that's the word I used, I believe we disrespected Sampdoria. We disrespected Sampdoria in thinking that the game was over, and we didn't pay attention to the defensive phase at all. We didn't. We didn't care anymore about defending. We didn't care anymore about giving support. What means that Fagioli, Miretti, they start to play only offensive, or to stay only offensively. Barrenechea super high on the field. Rabiot, that just scored, probably was still celebrating in his head. By the way, luckily scoring that second one. Fantastic goal of Rabiot. But anyway, that's for the second half. Probably still celebrating in his header. 2-0. Okay, we win. And that's where you have what happened in the first part, where Bremer is giving that ball. Lose of focus. You see already immediately that our defense will suffer. You see it. You see it. Luckily, he scores that 1-0, Bremer, and his mistake is forgiven. But then you see that you have a one-on-one, one man against Bonucci. Bonucci is giving him 3 meters. And that's where you have a first shot on target. Powerful, but still centrally in the hands of Perin. So you know that even winning 2-0, we will not be super safe in defense. And then, what we were scared about, even winning 2-0, it's amplified by the fact that nobody anymore was focusing on the game. We disappeared. We were partying. We were already in Germany, in the Black Forest of Freiburg. That's where we were. We were in Freiburg already. We were there. Because what is happening on the 2 goals at the 31st and 32nd minute? Sampdoria is going massively up. And that's where I say that Bonucci, he has zero responsibility on the 2 goals. If we want to speak about the individual performance of Bonucci, we can blame him a lot of things. Velocity, not being able to really lead the 3 men, putting Bremer a bit more in difficulty because he's playing on the right, putting Danilo a bit more in difficulty because he's playing on the left. Whatever you want, we can blame. But the 2 goals are not on him. It's on the team Juventus that is playing not anymore at all and not caring anymore at the defensive phase, because you were out of the game, disrespecting Sampdoria, not respecting or giving the respect that 2-0 the games are not close. And they go with bam bam, and I was really pissed off with that, because then of course people are overreacting, bad, You can't say that the first 30 minutes of Juventus were bad. We did 2 mistakes, but Juventus was doing well with the guys. Oh, Chiesa is not there. Di Maria is not there. Vlahovic is mentally Vlahovic is absolutely not there, and I believe it will be even worse now. Moiskin is not there to give some change. Cuadrado was not starting. Pogba is not there. Guys, you have a list that never finishes. Never finishes. You see? So, Juventus with kids were doing quite well. Okay, it was versus Sampdoria, the last one in the ranking. By the way, Dino is saying that Allegri said he's suffering a bit of the tendon. He's feeling well. So it should not be something serious, but the last time he said the same about some players and then they were injured. So I can finish better than Dusan is the message from Juan. Sam, no fan of Allegri, but man, I would pay to watch that half-time talk. Probably broke a few chairs, I believe, as well. Stavros, I don't know. And then we will go to the second half, of course. I'm reading a bit of messages. I don't know how on word the people were blaming Bonucci on those goals. I really don't understand. If you want to blame Bonucci, of course, you can. You can blame Bonucci on a lot of things. On the goals, I don't know. By the way, nobody's subscribing. I'm waiting. We were not humble, and that's the key. I agree with Radovan. We need to stay humble and play all the time. It's also, guys, I'm not blaming the youth, because the youth, they have nothing to blame to themselves. But I'm blaming also a lack of experience there, because you clearly see that the three, they were all over the place. From the moment that we won 2-0, they were thinking about how can I leave my mark there on the game. And this is something that, guys, that you learn with experience. We shouldn't have conceded a goal. I agree with Apex. They happened. If we win, it's a lesson. If we win, it's a lesson. If we lose, I love that. That's something new I discovered today. Die. We are there. Well, if you win, it's okay. It's a lesson. If you lose points, that's a draw or that's a loss. It's more than a lesson. It's a punishment. A hard punishment for 2 minutes of craziness. The problem is that after these 2 minutes, you totally go out of the game because Juventus were starting to miss some passes, starting to be really scared, not attacking at all anymore. They were behind, they were keeping behind, and that was a really big problem from Juve. Radovan, Command Juventini, subscribe. I'm trying to find some other messages. Zerdest with the thumb up. Beautiful score, dirty-minded base if fans. Mohammed, I just say Bonucci can't play in the system. Indeed, Steve. Well, no, the system, it's not Bonucci, because the system normally Bonucci should be the one that is really able to play in that system, in a three-man defense in the middle. Guys, at a certain moment, you know what makes me a bit angry? At a certain moment, what made me angry was the fact that how can I say? People were repeating in the chat, Bonucci, I said it since ever, is a bench player. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Bonucci is a bench player. Bonucci is a bench player. You agree, I agree, we all agree. And that's also what Max agrees on. Leonardo, Bonucci is not a starter anymore from Juventus FC. He was already not last season. He is not this season. Of course, he has been really long injured, but physically, Bonucci, it's not the same Bonucci as 3-4 years ago. He can't play game in, game out, game in, game out, game in, game out. So Bonucci, on that one, it's over. Bonucci, when everyone is fit last year, he was not a starter. He was not a starter anymore. Bonucci was not a starter anymore. This season, Bonucci is not a starter. By the way, we are close. Bonucci is not a starter anymore this season. When is he playing? When there is full emergency. And what is happening is that also Bonucci, today, Max, he has the, sorry if I will say the bad word, but he has the balls to take him out. To change system. Because he says, because he says, I can't rely on that three-man defense. So versus Freiburg, my friends, I think that we can see a four-man defense. I can already see a four-man defense. Ron Rusitano, we went 2-5 and then we lost 1. Anyway, Bonucci has aged too much. Juve needs to move on. He has 1 more year of contract, Bonucci, with Juventus. I don't know where he can go, or he can go to MLS to his friend, but I don't know if Bonucci is one that go to
It's time.
To a foreign country. I am not sure about that. I am absolutely not sure about that. I'm not sure. Andrew, Ciao Beppe, maximum of likes, my friend. Dusan needs a lucky break and he will be unlocked again. I hope the same for Sule after his goal today. I'm waiting for Sule to answer, but he's taking the shower, guys. So we are waiting for him. waiting for him to answer. He will have a really, really beautiful evening. I'm sure about it. I know how much he was waiting for that goal. Sule, Gatti isn't a good player. I'm not a big fan of the performance of this season of Gatti. You know that. 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, please. Well, I said, if you want to go towards a 4-3-3, that is without Alexandro. 4-man defense. Why? Because Alexandro, as a left back, is not performing. In a 3-man defense, we found a new Alexandro. As a left back, difficult. We will come back on that. So what is Juve doing? What is Juve doing, Allegri, at halftime? He says, I take away Bonucci, I take away Barrenechea, and I put Locatelli in, and I put Cuadrado in. Switching De Sciglio on the left, Cuadrado on the right, Danilo, Bremer in defense. If Bremer is feeling well, he plays, and that's the starting lineup versus Freiburg. 4-man. Attenzione, we are arriving. We are arriving at 24. So if Bremer is doing well, we play with 4-man defense versus Freiburg. De Sciglio, Cuadrado, Danilo, and Bremer with Bonucci on the bench. I see this happening today with the 3-man. It was a total flop. So he's changing and he's putting two more. He's putting 4-man defense, Locatelli as a regista. This is why Barrenechea is subbed out. Barrenechea out, Locatelli in the middle with Rabiot and Fagioli, because Fagioli loves to play a bit more on the right side of the field. Up front, you have Kostic on the left, Miretti a bit more behind Vlahovic, a bit more on the right, and Vlahovic on top. 4-3-2-1, 4-3-3, you can say it like that, or even it's a kind of 4-5-1, depending a bit. And he's changing the game, Max Allegri. He's totally changing it, and he's doing quite well in doing that. Because it gives again some organization to Juventus, and I believe that honestly Max Allegri is winning it. Max Allegri is winning that game in the second half, because then you go up much better Juventus in that second half. Let me read the message of Alexis. Hopefully when I come back on the ranking or on the counter, we will reach nearly 24, but at the moment we are blocked at 23,977. So let me read the message of Alexis. Really appreciated, Alexis. Really appreciated. Fantastically. Alexis is saying, Ciao Beppe, I don't know if this was mentioned, but Cuadrado was incredible when he came on. It looked like the old Cuadrado and felt like the players trusted him. He pushed us forward today. I didn't speak about Cuadrado yet, because I spoke now about the changes. And then in the meanwhile, let me say thank you to Ricardo, because Ricardo just offered 5 subscriptions to 5 new random members. He gave them to Styler Z, to Helicopter, to Dart Chicas, to Tom C, and to Alexandre Oliveira. 5 new members. Thank you to Ricardo, that was really pissed off today at a certain moment of the game. He was really, really angry, correctly, because we were not winning. Thank you. I hope with a win you could celebrate really well into your local of Australia, Melbourne. Attenzione, because we just reached it. We even surpassed it. SC 24. Road to 25 now. Road to 25. We don't stop, and then we will go back to the game. SC, let me put a song. Let me put a song. This one. The hair of Rabiot, guys. The hair of Rabiot. We'll come back on them. Thank you, guys. So let me continue to answer the question. I'm super happy. You know why? From the 23 to 24 was really difficult. Guys, I became a lawyer, a financial guy. I became whatever you want to, a J medical. I know the terms in English that I never used in my life. It was hard, huh? It was really, really hard. Some performances, the Napoli game in the meanwhile. I will turn it off before we go down. We reached it. We reached it. I'm happy. So let me go here. Wait, before it's too late. Let me go here with 24, guys. It was a hard one. So let's go back to the game, because that's why we are here, guys. We changed, and I say that Cuadrado, it's the second game that I see him again, the Cuadrado. He will not be Cuadrado anymore, game in, game out, for 5 more seasons. Forget about that. Forget about Cuadrado becoming the top. Forget. It's over. The ID card is not green anymore. It starts to be a bit yellowish. We criticized him a lot this season, correctly. He sacrificed himself a lot for the team playing because there was nobody else. The last 2 games I saw Cuadrado back. Can he finish the season like that? If we manage him rotating with De Sciglio, I will tell you something. If we want a Cuadrado at that level as we saw today, it depends on De Sciglio. It depends on De Sciglio. You will tell me, Beppe, what is the link between Cuadrado and De Sciglio? If Cuadrado plays well, why De Sciglio? Because De Sciglio is giving him the rest that he needs. Because Cuadrado, in my mind, if you go back to the videos of the beginning of the year, Cuadrado was a super sub. Not of De Sciglio, because I was thinking we would have played in a 4-3-3, but was a super sub. Entering the last 20 minutes, the last 25, with his shaky dribble, man on man, this is what Cuadrado was supposed to do. If we are able to rest Cuadrado a bit, I believe he can finish the season quite well. But I agree with your message, Alexis, totally correct. And again, let me say thank you again to Ricardo. The opposite of selfish is Monsieur Ricardo. Really appreciate. Really appreciate. No, you can't imagine how much it touched me. Cuadrado is changing the game. Locatelli is giving a lot of balance to the second half of Juventus. Juventus is going, trying. We see immediately. Also, you know what you can observe? The throws in. The velocity of wanting to put that ball back on the field. This is what Juventus showed me in that second half. Unfortunately, we arrive at the point where we have to speak about Dusan Vlahovic, because Dusan Vlahovic didn't play a big game. He didn't. I was really sad for him, but sincerely sad, and I want to thank 2 persons. The first one is Dejan Stankovic, because Dejan Stankovic is not a favorite player of mine. I respect, but of course he went to Inter. So not one of my favorite ones, Stankovic. But after the game, and I saw the images, he went immediately to Dusan and he gave him a big hug. A big, tremendous hug. And he spoke with him for like 1-2 minutes, that's long, in his ear, cheering him up. And I really appreciated that moment, because that's a lot of respect. His team just lost. His team is going towards 2nd division. He could have been pissed off, angry, or whatever. The first thing that he's doing, instead of going to his players, being angry or motivating the players, saying, okay, we are in Juve, whatever, it makes sense, it can happen to lose it. So he goes to our player, he goes to Dusan Vlahovic. And that's something that I have to say, bravo. Okay, yes, there are Serbians, whatever you want to, of course, the nationality. But he didn't need to do it. So, bravo. And the second person I want to thank is Marcello. F9 Marcello, that is offering 5 subs like Riccardo, 2 Locatelli, 2 Michael Raso, 2 South Freak, 2 Istzozzi, and 2 Pal Tot. 5 memberships from Riccardo and from Marcello. Grande ragazzi, really, really, really. He said it. If we reach 24, I give 5 subs. Luckily, we are still over the 24. Really appreciate it. Kanan is saying me. Well, it's not me. It's random for people that are present in the live. So if you are always in the live, sometimes it happens and then you receive one. But you have to be there. You have to be there as well. Let me try something. Can I wait? Wait. You know, it always takes a bit of time, but let me try something. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Are you sick of having issues with your...
No, I'm sick of hearing your voice every time, the one of the ads. Anyway, how can we do here? Hey, hopefully it's for Mr. that just asked it. Wait, it always takes a bit of time, huh? Hey, I need to verify, guys. It always takes a bit of time. Wait, because otherwise you will see my my card. This is absolutely not what we want, huh? Wait. Hey, it takes long, huh? It takes long, always. Die. Who will be picked up? Let's see. Announce in chat. So one is receiving it, but who? Who? It's to Bobby. Bobby just received a membership as well. Grande Bobby. Fantastic. Okay, let's continue. Let's do a live once, Beppe versus commercials. No, I don't like commercials, guys. I'm sorry that sometimes you have to watch them when you are watching my videos, but it is what it is. When someone gifts, a message pops up in the chat where you can allow to be gifted. Make sure you have. Yeah. You have to allow, of course. So it's going to Bob. It is what it is. Next time. Can we speak about football again? Thoughts on the stadium being so quiet? Well, I can. And then we have to go back to Vlahovic, of course. Huh? Yeah, I can. I am pissed off, guys. I think it's not acceptable. It's a long story. It's a really long story. It's not something, how can I say, that you can recap in like... you cannot recap it, like in one sentence. It's something that is really from far away. But what happened is that the Ultra, in the difficult moment of Juventus, they decided to... they decided to support the team again. Okay? They decided to support the team again by chanting and so on and so on. And they did well, and we saw again live in our stadium. We saw again some atmosphere. We saw again some cheers from the supporters. That is vital. That is so important. But what happens is every time that they are going towards the stadium, Digos, that is not Juventus, La Digos, it's an independent kind of police that is taking care of these kind of things, of Ultra and so on. Every time they are disallowing Juventus to go with big banners, with tambourines, with whatever you want to, they always take them, or they say you don't enter the stadium. So La Digos is against Ultra. You know that you have to go back way in the past to understand where it all comes from. That's not what we will do today, okay? But they are really angry with Ultras, with La Digos. The Ultras are angry with La Digos. Why? Because they say it's not normal then the supporters from the away team that they are going in our stadium, they can do whatever we want and we can't. It's not normal that in every single stadium of Italy they can do whatever they want. It's even sponsored by Serie A with beautiful clips about Roma stadium and so on. And in Juventus we cannot do it because La Digos, the external police independent thing, is going and is taking these flags. I am not an expert, okay? I know that, or I can probably imagine that Juventus had some discussion with La Digos. It can be, okay? I don't know. But anyway, they are pissed off and they said, we will stop supporting the team and we will make the stadium the most silent as it had ever been to show how much they need us. Guys, I will come back on the game in a second for the people that are not interested about that. I think personally it's disgusting because you know how much I love atmosphere into the stadium. You know how much I love, and I think it's needed to have that 12th man in the stadium. I have always loved the Ultra, La Curva. I am celebrating as crazy at home. Imagine, with my neighbors, I have to be quiet, but I try. When it's the afternoon game, I go crazy because I can express myself. So in a stadium, I want to hear that. I want to feel that. It's important. It's vital. The problem is that I always said, Forza Ultra, but you have to be on the side of Juve. I love the Ultra that are supporting Juve. I don't like the Ultra, and it's not all of them that are like that, but I don't love the Ultra that are supporting themselves. I don't love the Ultra that are going there for self-benefit. In the past, they were problem because they were asking to support the team. Because they were doing something, they were asking and they were receiving free tickets that they could resell. So it was not okay because these free tickets were sold. They were receiving some signed shirts from the players and so on. From the moment that all of this stopped, they said, I will stop. They started to insult other players from other teams so that the club received some penalties and so on and so on. I am absolutely against the fact that you are saying because we can't bring in a banner or we cannot bring in a tamburino, we will stop supporting the team. And I heard, guys, sincerely, and I saw also from friends in the stadium that the Ultra are also disallowing other supporters to sing. They are turning themselves, they are watching them instead of the game, telling them, you don't sing, you don't support. You can't launch a song. These are things, guys, that I don't respect, that I absolutely am against. I don't like it. And again, full support for Ultra, and I would love to have, again, banners and tambourine. I believe they need it, and I would love them to have it. But not when it's your own thing that you are supporting. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because you are in a difficult moment, you are, even in a good moment, but you are penalizing your team. You are punishing your team that has nothing to do with it. Rabiot doesn't care. He's not the one that is disallowing. He doesn't even know what is La Digos, Rabiot, or Bremer, or Perin, or Miretti. Guys, doing that, I can tell you, doing that, we are already in a really bad league. If a player is there, And that's the stadium. That is fantastic that he has to play in every 2 weeks or sometimes more because we are playing, like with European competition, Coppa Italia. It's not nice. It's not nice to play in that. Then I say, vaffanculo, I go, if I'm not the Juve supporter, I go to another atmosphere. I go to Rosario Central, where they're going with like crazy things. Because this is football. This is what we need. So we are also influencing players, young players, Miretti, whatever, Dario Juventini, but let's say Barrenechea is coming from Argentina, from that tifo. I am bringing my son on the 4th of April for Juve Inter Coppa Italia. I hope it's not like that. I hope it's not. Because I just spent €600. And it's not over because I didn't arrive yet in Torino. Guys, €600. No. But anyway, that's another discussion. Let's go back to football and to Dusan Vlahovic. Again, thank you to Alexis Karaguezian that is saying, Beppe, attenzione, because I feel like Vlahovic is getting there. Today I felt like he was better. I know it's some, but I feel like it. Today he got chances. And I feel till motivate him for the upcoming games. It's better than him not getting the ball at all. Well, let's go to... again, thank you, Alexis. Let's go to Dusan Vlahovic stats. Dusan Vlahovic, he touched 50 balls. Perfect 50 balls. That's what he touched. 50 of them. 77% pass accuracy is under the average of the team today that had a really high average. The team had 87%. For long terms of parts of the game, we had 90%. So if you are looking at Dusan Vlahovic, is in the flop 3 of pass accuracy. Only behind him you have Gatti that played 3 minutes, Perin, the goalkeeper, that was not impeccable on the feet today, and then you have Dusan Vlahovic. So the real first player, field player, with the lowest one is Dusan Vlahovic, and this is not okay. Okay, that's why on 50 balls, guys, only 26 times he was able to pass it, and he succeeded 20 times. So a lot of times he touched the balls without really being able to pass it or losing it. He lost a lot of balls. He lost a lot of balls, but really, really a lot. If we're looking at the attacking stats of the players, Dusan Vlahovic, 8 shots. That's a lot. 1 on target, if I'm not wrong, 2 on the post. He had a really great XG. So I agree, guys, that Dusan Vlahovic, at a certain moment, he was totally lost. He's in a big labyrinth. He's lost in a labyrinth, and he needed that goal. Unfortunately, that penalty for me was 99% fantastically shot. But it comes in a moment where it was absolutely not the moment to score. I see him growing in some technical things. Max said it, he grew, and I said exactly the same. I said in the past games, I saw in the start of the game a Dusan Vlahovic that wants to, that is growing. And then from the moment that he's missing something, he's going out of the game, he's losing it. Let's go with the heat map of Dusan. I'm curious about his heat map. Mamma mia, look how many shots we had today. How many did we have at the end? We had a lot, 24 attempts, 8 on target. 8 on target. So if we go to the heat map, let's take away Sampdoria. Let's take away all Juve, but we remain with Dusan Vlahovic. We'll go with heat map and with touching balls. So what do we see? That, look, this is the first 5 minutes of the game, okay? He enters for the first time at the 6th minute, the box. Entered. This is where he touched the ball, okay? Where he touched the ball. More, it's flashy green, more is touching ball. So that means that he's touching 2-3 times here the ball at that moment. Then a game where until the 24th, he doesn't enter the box anymore. He's trying, he's going, he's coming, he's trying to support, but he's not entering the box at the 24th. Then he's touching it here at the 26th. Big work in the midfield to touch some balls, and then we are here at halftime. First half. This is first half. Second half, I think that he touched much more balls into the box. Let's see, I will click immediately into second half only. This is his second half. So you see that the change of style gave him a lot. You see it, huh? Guys, this is first half, this is second half. Why? Because we went from that 3-4-2-1, where he's a bit isolated and he's waiting for these passes, towards a 4-3-3, where he was much more supported by his teammates. And there is, and this is what we want to see. So a much better Vlahovic in terms of presence, a much better Vlahovic in terms of touching, available, but a really imprecise Dusan Vlahovic. And that's the problem. And that's the problem where we are. Really imprecise Dusan Vlahovic. But I hope, it's a pity. Guys, 2-time, huh? The penalty, and then unfortunately, his fantastic, I think it's a header, goes on the post, and then it's luckily Soulé that is scoring his first goal. Happy for Soulé, really sad for the other one. Vlahovic was trying all 95 minutes, and Soulé scored from Dusan header attempt. Respect the efforts, he will make a breakthrough if he keeps trying. I still continue to back Dusan Vlahovic, admitting that he's not in a perfect moment. He really wants to score. I want to give him the ball, like, here, go. Score, do it, Dusan. But unfortunately, I can't, but I will continue to back him up. He is strong. It's here that he needs to unlock and go. Beppe scored, and I was not here to see it. Go on recap on the other one. I was really happy, sincerely happy. When the eyes are smiling, that's what I was doing. Ciao, my friend, relax. From Germany today, Juve Pulse. Mark my words, Dusan hat-trick next time, I hope so. Mark, Beppe, I'm sure if Soulé started, he could create more easy chances for Dusan Vlahovic. There has been some attacking ideas, at least. How dare can he play Miretti as center forward? His tactics are making me crazy. I said it, huh? I made it on TikTok, I believe, that I would have started Soulé. But honestly, the first 30 minutes, Miretti played really well. Miretti had a great game. We went totally crazy because of the defensive phase that we gave up on from the 30th minute on. 30 until 32, and then we do only defensive phase for 15 minutes. But honestly, I wanted Soulé. I said it, and I believe he would have been really great in that position. But I think that Miretti was great today. Not only because of the assist, I think that he did a really great game. Guys, what do you rate the game of Miretti? You, as in a whole. Don't think only about the assist, Think about everything. That's important, If you're looking at Sofa score, I never trust these scores anyway. But just let's see. Miretti received a 7.2. Well, just under Kostic with 7.3, but that's influenced because he did the assist. That is also important, guys. The assist was perfect. It was caviar. It was, I don't know how you say caviar. Last time they told me, but I totally forgot. 7.5 for Serraz, 7 on 10 for Helicopter, 7 for Ahmed, 6.5, 7.8 Mohamed Youssef, Shatterstar, 7, a lot of 7, Tomsi, Bungsu, 7, 6.5 for Steve Cano, BT, Miretti is a bit slow, he can improve on that, yeah, I agree. Thomas, Miretti did great, good movements, dribble, passes, made himself present, a good performance to build on. I see Mark 1 giving a 5.5. Why, Mark? It was an excellent game. He was moving in the space and played a great forward passes. So I'm curious to see how he moved Miretti, guys. How did he move Miretti? By the way, beautiful, huh? 24,006. Road to 25. Let's see the performance in terms of heat map of Miretti. Miretti, that second half. How much did he play in second half? I don't remember when he was subbed out. I don't remember the minute. But that's his first half. So you see Miretti that is trying left, right, where he's touching the field. You see big presence in the midfield. That's the first look. If you're looking at the first half, that's the 4-2. No, sorry, the 3-4-2-1 position that is held in. That's the 3-4-2-1 position that is having here. Then, and that's where he's subbed. Wait, where is he subbed? Somewhere here, yeah, at the 72nd minute. That is where he's subbed. So a big one, touch maps. Where he touched the ball is the same as heat map, but you see much more balls here touched in the mid, in that sector of the field. Fagioli instead. Go with Fagioli. Fagioli, look, total different position. Total different position of Fagioli. If you're looking, he played 90 minutes. Total different performance from Fagioli. The one of Barrenechea, the other young guy, look, he played one half, of course. Didn't play the second one. Big dominance here. Rabiot, he will be also a lot offensive. You will see, look, he entered the box. Rabiot is covering that side of the field. Then Locatelli that entered. Locatelli, that's Locatelli. He was also omnipresent Locatelli today. Soulé, watch Soulé. Soulé. Boom, goal. But Miretti, I think Miretti did a really great game today. If you want to see, by the way, before Alan Yetrian average position of the team, we can watch it here. Average position of the team, Juventus in black, purple for Sampdoria. This is, yeah. This is full game. Yeah, it's difficult to analyze like that because this is full game. We can say that Kostic played super high, that Bonucci was low next to Danilo. And then you had a Bremery here. With De Sciglio that is here. Why? Because the first half he played on the right. The second half he played on the left as a real left back. But you see that De Sciglio, if you are looking at, is in the center, that means he played on the two sides. But if you're looking at De Sciglio, he never played really high. For that one, you have to really go to the heat map of De Sciglio to understand the position of De Sciglio. Let's go. De Sciglio. You see, first half here, not really high. Second half played here, a bit above. Two times he plays here, but he's look, never he went on cross, Never he went on cross. Never. If you're looking at Kostic, because that's where I'm curious about the first half of Kostic. Look, I will put De Sciglio and Kostic. First half only, So first half only, look at the difference. Look at Kostic. Look at Kostic. And look at De Sciglio. So much more defensive De Sciglio. Much more. It's time. What is happening? It's time. Look at that. It's changing. Boom. Grande, guys. Thank you, Michael Teodulu, to becoming a subscriber of the channel. Let me go back to our friend Alan Yetrian. ¿Dónde está? Where is Alan Yetrian? Here he is. Alan Yetrian. Miretti is our only player that knows to play without the ball. I would give him an 8 on 10. Thank you for your donation, Alan. Look, this is really important as well. The non-possession movements. The non-possession movements are great from Miretti. I agree. And this is something that is a lot of times not appreciated enough in football. Thank you to Sanel Ludgonia to become a subscriber. I agree. Something that is underappreciated in football because you don't see the dirty work or the fact how you create some spaces and so on. So beautiful observation, Alan. Really beautiful. How many balls did he touch for the time he was with us on the field? Let's check that one. I'm curious. I'm really curious. Miretti. 33, but he played 72 minutes. A different role as Manuel Locatelli. Fagioli played 90 minutes, touch 57. Much more involved, especially in the second half. 90 touches for Bremer, 70 for Danilo. Rabiot, 66. Rabiot was fantastic, guys. Rabiot was fantastic. Someone told me earlier it will be the big test for Rabiot to show leadership with all these youngsters in the middle. I believe he passed the test. Let's see if Rabiot will stay or not. I'm really curious if Rabiot will stay or not. Really curious. Really curious. Really curious. I was just watching something, guys. Wait, I will show you. Let me check. ¿Dónde está? Ale, come on, guys. No, I was watching this. This is really beautiful from La Bianconera. It's showing two pictures of Mattia Sule. Look at that. Look at the celebration. This is actually... I did it. I completed a dream. I achieved a dream. It was something that was here in my mind. This is freedom. This is freedom, guys. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Really beautiful. You know on the channel how much I supported it, how much I supported him. You know it. Thank you to Shatterstar, 12 months with us, un anno, mamma mia, congrats Beppe on the 24k, and to the members too, thank you Shatterstar, 12 months, mamma mia, thank you Shatterstar, fantastic. Steve is there as well in the chat, Steve Cano, Ahmed Sako, I think they need help in J-Medical, if I apply they take me, lots of injury, that's a problem. Mario Mesi, I sure hope so. Sasha, happy for Soleil. Nirai, damaged my shoulder opening my fridge. Examination at J-Medical tomorrow. Attenzione. Ahmed, already read it. Jonathan Murray, he's there, he said. Yes, he was. Radovan, J-Medical, let the force be with you. It's a pity, all these injuries. Allegri confirmed that Pogba out till break. Thank you for your message, Thomas. Yes, for the people that do not know what happened to Paul Pogba, today he was really, I sincerely tell you, he was about to become a starter of today's game. That was the plan. It was the last test. And what happened is, during the training, he had a session of free kicks, strappo, muscle problem with free kicks, not even running. You have put a bit too much power, which is normal because you have to, if you are ready, you go with a full power and muscle. So Max Allegri confirmed he will not be there versus Freiburg, also not versus Inter, and he will be back after the international break. About Chiesa, let's see. That was the message. Let's see. Helicopter, we will miss Rabiot next season a lot. Who do you think will replace him? Invest in a midfielder or our next gen is enough? Well, if you're thinking logically, step by step, it's an easy answer. Should be an easy answer. If Rabiot leaves, because last time we said Champions League will be important and decisive, but then the money is bigger. The money is really big to have him on anyway. If Rabiot is leaving, the answer should be really easy. Pogba, because Pogba didn't play this season. It's a different way of playing. Characteristics are totally different, but it should be Pogba, because Pogba comes back. But the problem is, I have no idea. Beh, attenzione, guys. Attenzione, because, and that's what, from the moment that you have more than 5 months of injury, they say that you need 5 other months to be again at the top. At your top high level. Buonanotte, Steve Cano. From the moment that you are 5 months stopped, you need 5 more months. That's what they are saying. More or less, every player is different, everybody is different, every injury is different. But that's a bit what they are saying. Now, Pogba has been stopped for 1 year. Big controversy about the way that he wanted to heal, to go fast. We know it, we already blamed him. The injury of today, it's strange what I will tell you, but it's normal. The injury of Chiesa from Freiburg, it's normal. Should not happen, huh? Would be perfect without. But this thing happens when you have long-term injured player. And Max Allegri, that a lot of you don't like, he already told you, he warned you so many times. Attenzione, don't count too much on Chiesa, on Pogba as starters for this season. I told you, I repeat you, I know that then I'm the bad guy on the channel. But this is normal. What was not normal was that Pogba didn't go immediately in surgery when he was in LA with Juventus. That's not normal. That's annoying. What is not normal, where we can be really angry about, is that he was late at the meeting. This is not okay. This is something that we have to be pissed off about. And last week, Freiburg, you saw it, huh? I didn't defend him, but there was nothing to defend. I was really pissed off. Today, this is part of the process of growing. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but it is what it is. So, guys, what do you want me to tell more? Thank you to Juve Pulse. I don't know why I can't pin the message of Juve Pulse, but Juve Pulse, Henrik, my friend, that became a member with a beautiful message. Now let's get some muscle, Mr. Soule. Hey, it's an interesting one as well. I like it because regarding to other players, he is a bit more skinny. He didn't develop yet at the full maturity of his body. In a Serie A, he can still be a bit more light. So I totally agree with the message of Juve Pulse. Thank you, Henrik, member of the channel. Sell Pogba and use the money for Rabiot. Beppe, I wish Paul Pogba doesn't have injury prone anymore. Ciao Beppe, off to work. Thank you as always and congratulations, my friend Juve Grinta. Grazie, Rick. Supporter and president of the GOFC Melbourne. Buonasera or buongiorno, Riccardo. How old is Sule? 19. Radovan, yeah, I know. I work in hospital for 14 years. Now I assist in heart surgeries. I don't know what you're speaking, guys, but Ahmed has a important job, more important than football, because he's assisting people to save lives. Can we borrow some inhalers from Liverpool? Christian, great Cavallo Pazzo tonight. But if we are speaking about Cavallo Pazzo, that second goal is fantastic. That second goal is just simply fantastic. Fantastic. I'm waiting for Sule, huh? He didn't even post yet. I don't know. He's probably calling with a family. Oh, Abdul Majid said, I attended the Juve versus Sampdoria match. It's my first time here in the Allianz Stadium. I really enjoyed it. Congratulations on the win and thank you for spreading Juventus love all over the world. Fino alla fine. Beautiful message. I will answer him. I'm super happy you enjoyed. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm always happy when people are sending me messages telling me it's the first time I go and so on and so on. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. I was happy about Sule. If you go to my Instagram, you will see I made a story right after the game how happy I was for Matthias. I was super happy. I was super super happy. Especially now that I work for Juve, I feel it a bit more. By the way, tomorrow, for people that are interested in Juventus women, on the Twitch channel we have a good player that I will interview. So be there. You know that when I have the questions in English, I always pick some questions in English. So tomorrow, normally, you never know. I never promise, but tomorrow should be Juventus women player with me. What amazed me how Pogba. Cecilia is asking me, Beppe, are you sure 19? Cecilia is doubting about me. I would have never expected this, Cecilia. I would never have expected that you would have doubted me. Matthias Sule. Date of birth, April 15, 2003. Years 19. Place of birth, Mar del Plata. Citizenship, Argentina. Height, 182. Position, right winger, well, more or less. National player, Argentina, under 20. Look, this is already... Look, that's beautiful. 10 apps, 1 goal. Cecilia doubted me today. Cecilia doubted me today. This is like a knife in my heart. Cecilia doubted me. What amazed me how Pogba goes from being fit late to meeting gains minutes in the legs, warming up to start against Samp to out for 2 more weeks. Rory goes, yeah. Me too, huh? Me too, it's annoying. Sule was giving an interview at Rai 2. I will try to catch that up. Shatterstar, you know what is not great? I bet Rabiot moves and it doesn't go well, and he will wish he would have stayed with us. But that's always things, and the grass is not always greener to the neighbors or something like that. I don't know if that exists in English. But the grass is not greener at the neighbors. That means it's not always better somewhere else. Sule is busy now. His girlfriend promised him that she will bring a girlfriend if he scores. What? His girlfriend? What are you saying, Radovan? Mamma mia. What a disaster, Radovan. Sule, please no hangover movie celebration. You're going crazy here. Nobody doubt Beppone. Aristen, the creator of the logo. Salcat Beppe, I read on Twitter that if the Barcelona scandal is true. Okay, guys, now you have to stop. Salcat, now you have to stop, and you have to stop making me really, really, really pissed off. I have a Telegram group where Mohamed El Shahali is reporting together with me, but he's doing 90% of the job. I'm doing 10. And mostly what I'm reporting is me doing the vacuum. But we have a Telegram group where we are filtering, we are doing all this kind of great, great work for people to have everything in one place of news, okay? If you start being influenced by a guy that is called Salvatore Biscotti, which means Salvatore Biscuit, then we have a problem. Some people will be called Biscotti in the world, but I will tell you, Salvatore Biscotti, that's the guy I show you. That's the guy. Okay, that's the profile. Salvatore Biscotti with a fake picture. Of course, this is not the guy. And what did he do for the people that do not know? He had this tweet with 1,858 likes, 800 quotes. 810,000 times viewed. He says, Bomba clamoroso. That's already a mistake in Italian, because in Italian you call it bomba clamorosa. A, because it's a feminine word from bomba. Bomba, feminine word, bomba clamorosa. So if that guy that is coming from the US, it's a kid that is a troll, it doesn't even speak Italian, it's probably an Italo-American that calls himself Salvatore Biscotti, Salvatore Cookie. Well, Salvatore Cookie, he writes, Bomba. Barcelona could be stripped of their 2015 Champions League title, which would be given to Juventus. Sources say the referee team of the match was paid behind closed doors to help Barcelona win the trophy. This title would be Juventus' third Champions League title. Okay, I can understand a beautiful picture of a man with here, whatever. Guys, look what is written here. Look what is written here. You can't see it now, so I will help you. I will help you. It's written parody account. It's written parody account. Of course, you cannot follow everything. Of course, you cannot know everything. I understand it. It's not even... Guys, why would we receive a third Champions League? Because it doesn't make sense. When you see things that are common, I can understand. This is too big. This is too big. And you know what? The problem is, internet is full of these trolls. Pay attention. That's good that you ask, huh? Salcat, it's really great that you ask. We made a Telegram group especially for that. We made a Telegram group to filter biscuits out of it. So the cookies are not entering in our Telegram group because we filter. Guys, Salvatore Biscotti, seriously. Serie, Juventus FC Insider, ASMR, Sport Representative, loving husband, hardest working beat reporter for the biggest club in Italy, parody account. You know why I'm not angry? Huh? I'm laughing. Huh? But you know what is you know what is actually crazy is that a lot of people, they tagged me on that. They tag me. They tell me, "Beb, attenzione, this, attenzione." And I always take time. Huh? I always take time to answer. Salvatore Cookie. Guys, can we put a maximum of cookie in the chat? You know, you can use the cookie, what is there? The emoji of the cookie. Mamma mia, what a disaster. Salvatore Cookie. And then, thank you to Cecilia. She doubted me. Yeah? Thank you for a beautiful donation. With a beautiful sticker. Thanks for being you. It's the second time today that I received that one. Thank you, Cecilia. Really appreciate it. You know that I was mocking you when you said, Beppe, are you sure? It makes me laugh because I was doubting then. I said I will go and I will check. Salvatore Cookie, maximum of cookie for Salvatore. So when the next time you see Salvatore Cookie or, I don't know, Giuseppe Mascarpone, when you see Luigi, I don't know, Luigi Scarpa, that can be possible. I don't know. Pay attention. That doesn't just pay attention. Fabio Fica, you know, Marcello, Beppe Spaghetti. When you see these kind of names, pay attention. Especially when they say we'll receive a Scudetto or things like that. Just double check to be sure. To be sure. Thank you, Cecilia. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Amat Spaghetti is strange. Yeah, can we finish? We will finish the live. Can you? Okay, if you were a fake parody reporter with Italian influence, what would be the nice name? Well, you can play like Radovan with your own. Like Radovan is saying Radovan Ravioli. pay attention. Maurizio Linguini, Christophe Caffè, Anthony Trimboli, I love. Christophe Caffè, I love. Beppe Spaghetti, Gigi's Pizza, pay attention to Beppe Pizza. Give me Francisco Lasagna from Bogdan. Attenzione. You have to pay attention. Do we have more? Do we have more of these kind of nice names? Pasta Fagioli. Pasta Fagioli, guys. If I see someone that is called Pasta, that would be strange. Bobbo Cassano. Bobbo Cassano. Marco Mozzarella. Marco Mozzarella is fantastic. Giovanni Arancini. Pay attention to Giovanni Arancini. Sasha Tortellini. Beppe Calzone. Bobbo Cassano. Paolo Amaretto. Abad Sacco Gelato. Marco Tiramisò. Gazzo Grissini, Luigi Soccerboli. Luigi Soccerboli. Who said that? Luigi Soccerboli. It's fantastic. Oh. PSG Insider, Christophe Caffè, Paolo Panettone, Abdul Stracciatella, Federico Espresso from Aristen, Marco Mozzarella, we said, Paolo Panzarotti, Fabrizio Calamari, Calogero Sambuca, Eldo Fuorigioco, Fabio Mortatella, also a nice one, Gianluco Pecorino, Luigi Soccerboli is fantastic, Shanky, that killed me. I promise you, if one day I go with a burner account, I will call it Luigi Soccerboli. This one is fantastic. Giorgio Pirelli. Oh, guys, you killed me. Enzo Engelherr. You killed me. Luigi Soccerboli. I will write it because then I will forget. Luigi Soccerboli. I love that one. I will create an account on Twitter, Luigi Soccerboli. Mamma mia, that was fantastic. So, thank you for the assist, Salcat. I know how it is. Pay attention, because a lot of people, they love to troll. And guys, he's trolling. He's even writing parody account, but. I was doing a debate today about it. I was saying, today you have so much information. It's too much quantity, clickbait, this. People, they don't check too much. We have no time. Kenan Donner, that's a good one. Lautaro Martinazzi, Giancalcio Culo. Giancalcio Culo is beautiful. And then Gazzo, 4 months with us. Glückwunsch zu 24.000 subscribers. Keep going, Beppe. Glückwunsch zu 24.000 subscribers. Keep going, Beppe. That means congratulations on 24,000 subscribers. Keep going, Beppe. Thank you, Gazzo. 4 months with us. Joseph Mercoledì. That's a nice one. Acid. Joseph Mercoledì. Alfredo Puzzone. Max Allegri. Cicciolini. In the future, who knows? Parents today naming their kids ridiculous things. Parody is the new reality. By the way, isn't biscotto slang in Italian for a fixed game? Yeah, it's true. Biscotto between Sweden and who was it? And Denmark, I believe, to put Italy out of the Euro. I remember that one. Lautaro Bugiardo from La Gazzetta dello Sport. That's a great one, Alexandra. For people that do not know, Bugiardo means liar. Lautaro liar. Lautaro Bugiardo. Beautiful. From La Gazzetta, of course. La Gazzetta dello Sport. Okay, tomorrow, I tell you, Juventus Twitch, if I'm not wrong, 5 p.m. Italian time. Good news. We won 4-2. Good news. Soler scored. Good news. Rabiot brace, another one this season. Good news, Barrenechea, until he played, was really, really great. Beautiful growth of Fagioli. Miretti back, good news. The bad news, Vlahovic didn't score. I was sad for him missing that penalty. Bonucci in that three-man defense, but it's not only Bonucci, it's the three that are not performing that three-man defense without Alexandro. Bremer physical condition, let's follow up because he's important for Thursday. There are a few days to recuperate, but voila. Max Allegri said, I'm not sure, I didn't check, guys, I need to check always, but apparently Max Allegri said Fagioli has a big ass, which makes it hard for the opponents to take the ball from him, unlike Miretti, who is more skinny. They are both growing well. It's, Max Allegri is always funny when he's speaking, but in a way, he's explaining also really important things. When he's saying that he has a big ass, it's because he's really able really to protect, and also that his body is more formed at 22 than a player from 19. So it's a funny way of explaining really a reality of the ball protection, where Fagioli is a bit further in his development than Miretti, but they are really growing well. I'm happy for them. The good news as well, we reached 24 today. Honestly, I didn't believe in it, and we did really well. Is it a troll? I don't know if it's a troll or not. The only thing I said was I don't know, it's reported by this kind of news translation account. It's not Salvatore Cucchi that wrote it. I don't know, but I tell you, I didn't check, and that's why I'm always saying, until I hear it, I don't know. Until I hear it, I don't know. Attenzione, mamma mia, you were scared, huh? But I could believe it's a correct quote. Yeah, but Federico is doing multiple interviews, huh? He's doing multiple interviews. I don't know. I need to check. I will check, and tomorrow I will tell you if it was true or not. I would not be surprised if it's true, because it's a way of Allegri saying it and speaking about the players. But I need to check. Bon, like Dark Lion is saying, good night, Beppe, sempre forza Juve. We had a nice time today. Huh? I see a lot of people remaining on the chat. Hey, 300 likes. Fantastic. 300 likes. Great. Now, I'm a fulfilled man. Let me check again if Soleil, he answered me or not. He's busy, yeah. He's busy, so I don't know if he... at the moment, Soleil is on another planet, huh? He's enjoying with the family. He will answer later. I will tell you. I would have loved to talk with him on the phone. It's true, Bogdan. It's a long time we didn't finish on the pizza level, but it's a long time. Huh? Ciao, Shatterstar. Ciao, Anthony. Tomorrow you send in Telegram group, Beppe. Yeah, if I see it, yes. But probably, let's check the Telegram group 1 second, because you're putting it in my mind. Let me check really fast. When Mo is reporting, 99.9% it's correct when Mo is reporting. Yeah? So where is the Telegram group? ¿Dónde está? Can we put it on? Telegram. Mamma mia, how much did he write? Max Allegri. Pogba will certainly not be there against Freiburg and Inter. When will he be back? We will talk about it after the break. Bonucci is injured. Oh, he will undergo. Mamma mia, I didn't know. Bonucci injured, guys. Bonucci injured. He will undergo test tomorrow. Vlahovic is improving. He needs to find a balance and be less hasty. Rabiot, he has a different engine than others. Bonucci received a knock and he will undergo some test. So, discomfort in the tendon for Bremer. Yeah, I can't show the goals. In the group, we have also the goals. For the people who do not know, in the Telegram group, here, guys, you have also the goals. So the link is into the description. You have also here the goals when you need them, all the pictures, the score. So at the moment, Mo didn't translate at the moment. We're doing a big job here. We are really, really doing a big job. And also it's nice because you have the news, you enter, you comment whatever you want. If you don't want to, be influenced about others, if you don't want to enter topics, I have to take that away or they will ban my channel. But it's really, I really, really like the Telegram group. Really. I really enjoy the Telegram group. Here they are complaining, guys, about they are saying it was arm. It is what it is. Grazie a tutti. Ciao Michael, Ahmad, Aldo, Bogdan, Federico Parmigiani, Radovan, Anthony Trimboli, Fate, Chunky Slim. He's a star now. He will in your messages. Could be, you never know. Buonasera. Ciao. Juve, ciao.